Hi, Paul Slatkus, Good News Broadcast, speaking to Kathleen Miller-Reed. Hi, Kathleen. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
Kathleen, are you always good? Because, in essence, you're the national president of the American Massage Therapy Association. So does that mean, like, you get a massage every day?
I give massages every day.
You give
I
massages
try
every
to.
day?
Oh yeah, I work full time doing massage as well as being president. I do 24 massages a week right now.
Oh, my God. All right. But you need to get massages as well.
I do. I
Okay.
try to get two a month.
Okay. That's great. What is it about a massage that's invigorating?
Well, it can relieve so much. You know, back pain, migraines, anxiety, high blood pressure, um, sports. A lot of athletes come in. We have pregnancy. We have so many pregnant women that come in, along with their husbands, to help the stress, especially if they have another toddler at home. It's one way where they can just lay down and have quiet time for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So all kinds of massage. I mean, everyone comes in these days. I even get teenagers that come in that are, doing sports and getting injured. So it's for everyone now.
And you have an organization that does what? The American
Well, the
Massage
American
Therapy.
Massage Therapy Association is actually the largest nonprofit professional
Oh.
association for massage therapists with more than 56,000 massage therapists and massage school members. And we have 51 chapters throughout the country.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
We work to advance the profession through ethics and standards and promote fair and consistent licensing of massage.
That's all good. I'm a certified yoga instructor.
Well, good for
And
you.
sometimes we do massage when we're doing yoga.
That's true.
To ourselves,
There's Thai
even.
massage.
Yeah.
Thai massage is called lazy man's yoga.
That sounds good for me. That's a great massage. Well, I think massage is very healthy. We're talking about health here because, in essence, and it's very honorable of what you're doing, you're coming out to talk about the Susan B. Komen, the 3day.org event, which is, to get more people cure walking and getting out there and learning more about how we can come to some kind of closure to cancer, right? Isn't that the thought here?
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Wouldn't it be?
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, by the way, and
Right.
it's also October 24th through 30th is National Massage Therapy Awareness Week,
Oh.
sponsored by the AMTA, so they go hand in hand.
Right.
And yes, the American Massage Therapy Association is again partnering this year with Energizer to support all those walkers all across the nation because they do 20 miles a day, and then they come to the tents that are provided by the Energizer and then the AMTA, because we have so many chapter volunteers that love to do volunteer work in community service. They show up to give the walkers the massages. Some of them even walk and do the massages at the end of the walk.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Well, there's nothing like getting a massage after you've, worked very hard, right? I mean, 20 miles is a serious walk, right?
That's a serious walk. I know I take my dog out 3 miles a day, and that's even serious. So 20 miles is a lot. But they do prepare for it, and I'm sure some of them get massages while they're preparing. And the good thing is that it's men and women, and because, breast cancer affects men just as well, and I don't know anybody that I know that doesn't know someone who is a breast cancer survivor. And what I'd like your listeners to know today is that for the month of October, they can go to facebook.com/EnergizerBunny, and the Energizer will donate $1 when you become a fan to the Susan G. Komen for the cure.
It's a great thing. They know a little bit because we just put Denise Austin up, and she's
Okay.
a spokesperson as well for this most important event. And because we're so concerned about this, we're happy to talk to lots of people. What I think is just representative of what you're doing here is another organization that knows the importance of research for cancer, right?
That's right. We have a foundation that has that. They do that work right now. And in fact, a recent study published in the Archives of Women's Mental Health showed a reduction in anger and anxious depression and tiredness in women diagnosed with breast cancer when they received biweekly 30-minute massages compared to those who did not. And then we also had another group, the National Center for Complementary and Alternative Medicine, who did a study on the effects of Swedish massage, which is more using the real long strokes and kneading and deep circular movements, and how it affects the hormones and the responses and the immune function, as well as circulating the white blood cells and decreasing high blood pressure. So the list goes on and on. So they definitely have more research going on all the time.
I agree with that immensely. Overall, in general, once worked on a series called The Brain series for public television many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, what anger and things like this do and frustrations is they put adrenaline or toxins into your heart and into your body and things like that. So by cooling out, let's say, calming down, having just somebody touch your skin also, which is a beautiful thing. You know, we're all connected in some way, and people believe even electrically, cellularly, right?
Exactly.
It really it's a changing effect, right? And hug somebody. There you go. You make somebody feel pretty good, and I think it goes right to the core of your body.
And it does, and to think that I've been helping people feel good for 29 years always makes me want to get up in the morning and go to work.
What's that address?
Wait, where I work? Or
yes, where you work.
I work in Seattle.
Oh, in Seattle. All right,
Yes.
That's nice. Do you think that climate has some effect on the body?
Oh, you know, you're the only one that asked that today, and that's a good question. I lived in Reno, Nevada 10 years, and when we had a very, very hot period where there were fires going around, and I had never been so busy in my life as that week. So I think people get really tired when it's hot, which you would think you would get even busier when it's cold, but I find that the hotter it is, the more people want to just come in and relax because they're not getting enough sleep.
Okay, and the dehydration. We just did a series. We're very involved with the subject of water and intake of water and the concerns about water and so on and so forth, right? The heat depletes some of that water in a person's body. And now these people are going to go for, 3 days and 60 miles walk. Water has to be in the primary. Let me just, before I forget, because we're going to run out of time, Energizer, great company. For them to come out and to do all these interviews and to be there and so on and so forth, isn't it great when you have, socially minded corporations helping?
Oh, it's wonderful, and I'm so glad that AMTA is able to partner with Energizer again this year. It's just a win-win situation for Energizer, AMTA, and the walkers.
How about we'll get then back to the water world of when you do massage, isn't it so that you take water out of someone's body?
Well, our body's made up of so much water. Well, it's interesting because if somebody drinks plenty of water, you can really tell when you're working on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it when people come in with coffee or a soda, and I'm thinking, okay, I mean, you still work on them, but you still always suggest that they drink plenty of water that night to kind of move the toxins around that get moved while you work on someone.
Mm-hmm.
And water just helps you eliminate those toxins instead of them going back into the muscle tissue.
Sounds good. We suggest grape juice and apricot juice, even more so as a thirst quencher and a body replenisher and a health thought for ourselves.
There's a lot of juices out there that they're doing now that are so much better for you and not so much sugar as So that's a very good point because. Some folks will say to me, well, I don't like water. I'm like, well, then at least drink some really good juice.
There we go. So now you're going to be, this is a big endeavor here. It's all over the country. Now, you mentioned that you have, so will you have stations, massage stations all over the main locations?
They're in about 16 cities. They're in Boston, Cleveland, Chicago, Michigan, Twin Cities, Denver, San Francisco, D.C., Philadelphia, Atlanta, Tampa Bay, Dallas, Fort Worth, Arizona, and San Diego.
Wow, big job. Okay, well, thank you very much. Last question, and thank you for doing what you're doing, and hopefully we'll see you out there as well. What's good news for you, Kathleen?
Good news for me is that I have been able to make a living wage doing massage for 29 years, and I'm honored to be the president of the most prestigious, to me in my mind, National Association. We're the largest nonprofit, and it's my honor to be able to do that this year.
Sounds great. Super duper. Look forward to meeting you. Thank you so much for sharing the good news with us.
Thank you.
Take care.
Have a good day.
You as well. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.